Hey guys, well this is a video I'm going to do for my YouTube subscribers, Dave's Nightmares. So it's a video for my 15 favorite horror movies. So since I've seen Dave's Nightmares 15 favorite horror movies video, so I thought I'd do one just to show him and my viewers some of my favorite horror movies. And this video will have like probably a part 2 to this because I know that are some movies for sure that I forgot in this, but this one's I just chose. Okay, so let me just get started. Okay, one of them I chose was Reanimator. What can I say about this one? This one was just amazing, good 80s horror movie. Very good performance by Jeffrey Combs. And he reprised his role in some of the sequels, of course. I hear rumors that they're going to be doing a 4th one that takes place in the White House. Those are just rumors. I mean, I don't know if that's confirmed or not. Another one I chose is The Hitcher. I mean, when I first saw this, I just really loved this movie. Good performance by Rutger Hauer as The Hitcher. I mean, he was just pretty scary, pretty dark. And made a remake to this, which I just did not like. I'm sorry, because I know there's people who liked the remake, but I'm just sorry I did not like the remake. One I chose is The Howling. This, of course, is one of the best werewolf movies of all time. There's some other ones like The Original Wolfman, Dog Soldiers, Ginger Snaps, An American Werewolf in London. But this one is one of my all-time favorite werewolf movies of all time. Good werewolf look, good werewolf transformation. It's one of the best. Another one I chose is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's one of the best slasher movies of all time. This was a horror masterpiece. Matter of fact, since this was based on a true story, I was really scared of this movie when I saw it when I was a kid. And I think that's all I gotta say. So it's a good horror movie, one of the best ones of all time. This one is one of my favorite ones of all time. It's actually one of the horror movies that actually got me into horror movies. I used to watch this all the time when I was a little kid, and that's Scream. So this is like a horror movie where it like all began for me. I watched this when I was a little kid. It was one of my favorite horror movies at that time. What's your favorite scary movie? I was a big fan of Killer Ghostface. I was him for Halloween a couple times. Good Wes Craven directed this movie, and I can definitely say this is one of his best movies. I actually like all the Scream movies, I'm going to admit. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I like all of them. And this is another one that also got me into horror movies. I saw this after I saw Scream, and it's I Know What You Did Last Summer. I just thought the killer in this, the fisherman, was pretty cool. He kills people with a hook. And I also like his costume. He has like that hat covering his face. Like, the only thing you would see is like just like a collar from his jacket like blocking his face, or maybe you'd see like his nose or his mouth, but you don't get a good look at his face, of course. And they also made 2 sequels. I like the sequels, I'm gonna admit as well. I Know What You Did Last Summer, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. I like those movies as well. Another one is Night of the Demons. This was definitely a good 80s horror movie. Pretty much a gore fest for its time. The one I chose is the first Hellraiser movie. This movie I thought was pretty scary looking when I first saw it. Some demons, which are called the Cenobites. They were pretty gross and scary looking, especially Doug Bradley playing Pinhead. And directed by Clive Barker, who also did some other work in horror like Candyman. He also produced the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Hellraiser, but after that he didn't have anything to do with Hellraiser. chose is the original Fright Night. This is one of my favorite vampire movies of all time. And made a remake to this, which I thought was pretty good, but I like this one more. And I also like the sequel, Fright Night Part 2. I thought it was a pretty good sequel. But of course, this one's the best one out of Fright Nights. And another one I chose is John Carpenter's The Thing. So this, I think, is the best horror remake of all time. Not just for horror, but for movies in general, this is the best remake. So John Carpenter did a good job of this, and I thought it topped the original Thing, which was titled The Thing from Another World. This was basically a shape-shifting alien. Good visual effects for its time as well. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, and probably my friends could probably guess what it is, and it's Sleepaway Camp. I mean, I'm a huge fan of horror movies set in camps. I always thought they were pretty scary, pretty dark looking. This is definitely a really good one. It's pretty dark, bizarre. It has a very shocking, twisted ending. This is my favorite one of all time. Another one I chose is George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. This one, I think, is George Romero's best one. Best of the Dead movie, because I thought it was better than Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead. I even think it topped Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead was good, but I thought this one was the best one. I mean, it had pretty good zombie special effects for its time, good zombie makeup, good blood special effects. And also this was George Romero's first of the Dead movie to be in color, since Night of the Living Dead was in black and white. And another one I chose, another Wes Craven movie, is the first Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, I used to think Freddy Krueger was a scary man when I first saw him when I was a little kid. This one was definitely the best one and the scariest one out of all. I was not really a fan of the second movie, but I was definitely a big fan of the third one. The ones after that were pretty good or just okay. I mean, I liked the fourth one. Fifth one I wasn't crazy about. The next one I wasn't crazy about either. But this one, of course, best one. You cannot top this one. And another one I chose is Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. Of course, it's 3D cover as well. This one's my favorite one out of the series. This is when Jason first got his hockey mask, of course. The trademark hockey mask, which became famous since he didn't have the hockey mask in the second one. He had a bag over his head. And the first one he wasn't in at all. It was his mother. And of course, the 3D in this was pretty good, but I just wish it was the 3D we have today. This was the red and blue one. But of course, this is, like I said, it's my favorite one out of the series. And I think that's all I gotta say. And of course, I know this one is the best horror movie of all time. I definitely wish I had this on Blu-ray, but I have the extended edition, which is this one, of course. And it's John Carpenter's Halloween. Of course, we all know this would be the best the best horror movie of all time. And I thought it was pretty good. Scary horror movie. Wasn't bloody, of course, because this was all about atmosphere, not blood and gore to scare you. And of course, this was Jamie Lee Curtis's first movie. Oh, she's on the back of it here as well. And of course, she became famous for this movie and reprised her role in Halloween 2, which was good too. And I think that's all I gotta say. Oopsies. Just dropped some. Okay. Alright, and that's about it for my video. I'll do some more in the future. I'll do a sequel to this one as well as some other videos. I'll be doing a what if video as well. Okay, and Dave's Nightmare, my subscriber, you are a cool guy and I like your videos. Alright, and so check this video out, Dave. and I'll watch some of yours. Alright, this is all.